Hello, hello. It's Follow-Up Friday. Woo, let's get the camera straight, right? How's everybody doing? I hope you guys had a great week. It has been an amazing week. After today, I will have had $1 million in closings. So you can't beat that for an April week, can you? Thank you all for your support. It has been amazing. But I want to remind you, don't crack. So, if your realtor doesn't drop the ball, you won't crack. I posted, yes, the debut of Frenchie and French Fry this week. If you didn't see it, go back and check out my crazy video with my son. We had a listing come back on the market, and it was no fault of my sellers. Unfortunately, the buyer financing wasn't there after they got moving, I guess would be the best way to say it, to kind of keep their privacy. So it's important that your sellers are prepared and that you don't drop the ball. And that means that I don't drop the egg. So it's kind of funny when I go into this. However, it's really important. You can do as much as you want to protect a deal. And who you work with matters. And who I work with as your agent matters. The other end of the transaction, the other agent. The other agent in this case was doing a great job. I did not know the lender that buyer had chose. I did call, I did make sure that I had the connection, and I do that with all of my listings. Once I'm under contract, I will make contact with the lender of the buyer on my transaction. Though it's not my buyer, I will make sure that lender is approving that buyer and everything is what it says it is on paper. So the pre-approval, pre-qualifies. It's really, really important to have a relationship with the lenders or to have those lenders vetted when it's on your listing. It makes a difference. It can make or break the deal. In this case, as the buyer started to proceed after the agreement of sale, they found that there was an issue with some of their history in their lending, and so they eventually had to just cancel the transaction. Really upset my sellers, of course, right? Everything's moving smoothly, and then boom, it hits, and that house is back on the market. What do? We pick the egg back up and keep going, right? At no point did I drop that ball? Did I drop that egg? And I reminded my sellers, don't crack. We're just going to keep going. Don't stress. We are still in this. And it's really important. My sellers are absolutely incredible. If you are in McClellantown, 837 Main Street is an amazing home. It is back on the market. So you now have an opportunity, and we have multiple showings this weekend, even being Easter weekend. My sellers picked up and said, let's go. Let's do this. So the marketing is back out there. I have a lot of things that I'm available to do within my RE/MAX company that makes aware to the other agents and notifies the other agents through our marketing department anything I need to communicate. Over 400 agents. It's incredible. I'm able to contact different people directly through an email, through a marketing portal, through my social media. We had over 1,000 views on that crazy video. That's funny. That's cool. But guess what? That's 1,000 people that now know that Main Street is back. Right? My little rap, Main Street is back. So I want you to know that even though something may fall through on a transaction, whether it be with a buyer, I had a buyer last summer that something fell through. She was devastated. It was really frustrating, and it was because of an inspection, and the other agent unfortunately was just not communicating what they needed to their seller, because anything that would move forward, that seller was going to have to do to that house in order to transfer it to someone else. So it wasn't just for my client. But that's on the seller, and my buyer ended up kind of dodging a bullet and was back under contract with a new house in 2 weeks. That's what we do. That's what I do for you. I make sure we don't crack. We keep going. Things happen. Transactions, unfortunately, can fall apart. And I can say, honestly, it doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. So what do you need to know to be prepared? I do that up front. You need to know that up front. And you need the confidence and reassurance that no matter what happens during this transaction, that I have your back, I have the experience, and we're going to keep moving. Kudos to my clients at 837 Main Street, because boom, they were back at it. We're back ready to go. I had a showing request like within a day, and they're like, yep, we'll be ready. No stress. When you're selling a home, you are ready to sell all the way through till that closing day. You are always prepared. Your house is always show ready. I have tricks to keep things going with that. I have those reminders. We're ready to go. We're ready to keep moving. It's an amazing week. I have great contracts ready for next month already thank you, all of my buyers and sellers out there. It's been fun. Let me know if you're looking to buy or sell. I got a new client that worked with someone last year. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. And now that they called me because they're a friend of a friend, and I love that. I love the referral business. So if you know me or you know someone buying or selling, call me, because I'd much rather work with someone that I know. And if I don't know you, then you'll become a friend like everybody else. I hope you guys have a blessed Easter weekend. Remember, again, the reason for the season. If you don't know Jesus Christ and you need to know more, let me know, because that is another conversation that I am very passionate about, that the blessings that I come all come from God, and I am saved through Jesus Christ. So that's important to me, and I would love to share the message with you if you don't know more about that. But this weekend is Resurrection Weekend, and what an amazing focus to have. So I will be in contact with my clients this weekend. We will be doing some family things this weekend, but all of you are family too, and that's important. So I will see you guys next week. Who knows, maybe we'll have another sing coming out with little French Fry and me. I have some ideas. I know Lyric and I are working on something too. Have a blessed weekend.